this one thing about it. You seen the Reese's, you seen the E-Dolls, you seen them. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't none of them ever got on in front of no camera, because they could step on you in front of them cameras. Ain't none of them said that Trenches News was a goofy. Nobody, or fuck a goofy. Ain't nobody ever denied my stories. And if they try to deny it, you caught them up in a lie and they end up saying, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Only reason why certain people would be like the FBG boys. Only reason why his little Gizmo duck looking ass always saying something, cause he a nobody. I've been locked up with C murder for a trespassing before. Los been on the car. I done signed T Roy out when the law came. I had to come downstairs and sign him out so he won't go to jail because he was a minor hanging outside and shit. Yeah, all of them I know. Zell Money, I know all of them, bro.
But none of them were known to be no.
No. Los was doing hair, nails, and buckets and shit. Like, nah, bro. Hey, I couldn't believe Los was even involved with that shit. I'm like, Los had something to do with Duck? Like, I couldn't believe it, bro. I can't believe it, bro. Like, for real. Like, that's some wacky wild Kool-Aid style type shit, bro, right there. I ain't gonna lie.
So it seems like the mini King Von is Moowop though. You ain't never hear nothing about him?
No. I ain't never heard nothing about Moo. Hey, remember, I came home. I left in 16 and came home. I was in a wheelchair in 15.
That's right.
I went to jail from the end, the 16 to all the way to 20. You know what I'm saying? So Moowop and them making their names as then. When I left, a lot of them was Urkels on all sides.
I feel you.
Not just them. Like, a lot of them wasn't on shit. A lot of people who came up with names wasn't on nothing, bro. Like, for real. Like, look, can't get right now. All them, bro, they was kids, bro, when I left them, bro. Like, they was kids. They had people who was dead, but they wasn't out there how they was when I seen them and shit, holding guns and around Duck them. Like, they wasn't even hanging with Duck them when I was out, bro.
I feel you.
On some real shit. They wasn't even hanging with Duck them when I was out. A lot of them, bro. Like, when I was out. But when I came home, it'd be so many people dying and shit that the circle gets so small that you hang with niggas you ain't never hang with before. Cause everybody concerned about dying. Everybody concerned about dying, so everybody hanging with each other. Instead of moving y'all ass up out of there, you hear me?
Hanging together.
Hell yeah.
One location, huh?
You gonna wait till it get down to 3 motherfuckers and out of y'all crew to leave Chicago. Hell no, I'm gone.
I heard you say Brick always had that reputation though. He always was a solid dude.
Brick?
Yeah, respected.
Oh man, I love Brick.
That's
man.
That's a different level though, huh? I guess
yeah.
he a different age bracket too though.
Yeah, Brick a different age bracket.
So that was that.
Like Brick always hung with people older than him.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you, man. But this is what I was gonna say though, man. And then we can transition from Duck. Do you feel like if they would have got him to the hospital earlier, because it was footage way when it first happened back in 2020, of him just on the ground, just like still like fighting. I'm talking about, it seemed like it was for minutes too. Why is police around? Nobody moved him or nothing like that. Like, is that proper protocol in Chicago, or they kind of like prioritize it? Like, if it's a certain person, they can rush them, just like they release footage of certain, you know what I'm saying, murders earlier than others, and they solve them faster than others. Why do you feel like they didn't rush him, like it wasn't a big deal for him to get him, you know what I'm saying, get him help? Do you feel like he could have survived?
I don't know if he could have survived, but you know, Chicago police protocols is weird. It's messed up. It's like, don't nobody got no training in medical, none of that. You know what I'm talking about? They training to walk around communities, hop out, chase people. You know, that's their training. They ain't training to hold no holes or none of that. So that's why you lost that anyway, bro. I think it should be at least one partner in there who got a medical in each police car. Yeah. Who could do that shit, bro. Because, you know, other than that, they just as scared. They probably don't even want to touch you. You know, some of them probably ain't never seen a dead body, bro. You be having these cops be from Naperville, and like they don't be from Chicago. A lot of them cops, bro, they come from the suburbs. That's why when they hop out, they be ready to kill, cause they trying to go back home. Hey, if you wouldn't have killed your own cousin and brother and shit, nigga, and I still got my granddaddy who 90 years old, shit, I'm gonna come in there with a tattoo. You know what I'm talking about? I'm trying to make it home. And that's what the police be doing, bro. They be scared, bro. They be scared. They see dead bodies like that, bro. They fuck them up too.
Yeah.
Cause it fucked me up. So I know it fucked them up seeing the shit.
Yeah, I was just curious, cause I just saw them like standing around. I was wondering.
Yeah, they was standing around. That shit was foul, bro. But that standing around shit didn't even bother me, bro. What bothered me is you got a whole police car escorting them back to Old Block, and then the police just pulled behind them like they parked the car on everything. The police just parked behind them, fake like he was hopping out. They ran, and he just pulled back out of Old Block. Like he followed them all the way from the crowd. He followed them a nice amount of way, bro. He followed the Old Block 6, 5, who was in that car. He followed their car, the Old Block. He followed 3 of them that was in the car, and he was right behind them trying to pull them over for blocks. He trying to pull these guys over. These guys ain't stopped. These guys just killed Duck in the 300C. They didn't stop for the police. The police was behind them, bro. Police tried to pull them over, bro. The police, goddamn it, got out the car. Hey, look, if that police would have walked up to that car after they ran and called them plates, he would have been a motherfucking lieutenant right now. You hear me?
They left the guns in there?
They left the guns in the car. He would have been a lieutenant right now, a captain on everything, bro. For real. But, you know, I don't know what happened with that, bro. That shit look fishy, though. That shit look fishy than a motherfucker. Because I know if we just hopped out and stole the car when we was kids, you know what I'm talking about? Like, the police going to hold that car until some backup come.
Took off running. You said they took off running?
They took off running. Police would have came fingerprint technician in there, motherfucking thing back in the days, bro. Like, they wasn't going to go for that, but yeah, they was behind them, man. I was shocked. I told y'all that, though. On the last interview, I told them that.
Yeah, man, but getting on you like you did, you was in the courtroom, you got on the stand, you received the flack. It was dozens and dozens and dozens of videos made about you. You see the conviction. You was one of the people who reported on it. You really been going crazy on the Duck-related, Old Block-related content, you know, since everything, you know, transpired. But just personally, you still in Chicago, even after all of that, your face all over YouTube. Like, what's it like now for you, dog, since the last time we chopped it up?
Shit, just life. Just life. Only person who care about some shit like this and want to do something is a broke motherfucker on everything. That's it. That's because if you had emotion, you wouldn't be thinking about Trenches News. It don't concern you. So you ain't got no emotion thinking about me. Because it don't concern you. Why it don't concern you? I'm gonna tell you why. Just in case they say that in your comments. You ain't gonna send them no lawyer. You ain't gonna send them no commissary. Your show ain't gonna send none of their mama and their kids or their baby mom. So shut the fuck up on everything. That's all I tell them.
Oh, for sure.
You know, that's what I tell them, Humble. You know, I could just keep it as basic as that, you know, for them, because, you know, it don't matter to me. And y'all concerned, saying what y'all gonna do to me or whatever, it don't matter to me. Come for me. That's all you gotta do, come for me. I don't drink, I don't do none of that. I'm sober. So just come for me if you want to. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna protect myself. But shit, if you want your kids to stay alive, then shit, I'm your best hope. Because the mayor ain't gonna do it.
Yeah.
The police ain't doing it. The grown motherfuckers in the hood ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? So shit, somebody got to speak up about it.
Man, and I feel like it's like you receive a mixed like response from people. It's a lot of people who champion you being outspoken and being a sacrificial lamb, quote unquote, to a certain extent by stepping out there, because you was in the trenches, man. Like your name, Trenches News, but you really got that background. You done been popped up. You done robbed. You know what I'm saying? You done talked about shooting. You know, you've been incarcerated. You done lost people to gun violence. You done been through all of that. I think your mom, she on drugs. She was on drugs at one point. You don't experience it all. You know what I'm saying? You said you was conceived, you know what I'm saying, on a prison yard and stuff like that. So you got that type of background. You was surrounded by the gang activity. Then you transitioned to being somebody who's supporting, like, you know what I'm saying, stopping the violence. You went into the courtroom, you know what I'm saying, you testified. So people looking at you on one end like you doing something positive, but on the other end, they looking at you like you broke the code. You know.
Yeah,
So,
all the broke people. That goes back to the broke people with
go
no
ahead.
emotion. You know, that goes back to the broke people, bro. Only broke people care about bullshit. They used to say that when I was broke too. I heard that saying when I ain't had shit. You know what I'm talking about? The reason why you in the shit, because you ain't trying. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't trying hard enough. Or the reason why they concerned about, because only, I'm telling you, bro, even when I was in the street, you only be concerned about, you sit around people all day. We concerned about the wrong shit. Our family got to be taken care of. You know what I'm talking about? Life insurance bills got to be paid. Mortgages. Ain't nobody thinking about that. Getting money so when you get old, nobody think about that, bro. They think about all the bullshit, bro.
No, for sure. No, that's real, bro. And I feel like to a certain extent, it's because of the environment they came up in or the people they had in their corner that they was looking up to. They really weren't leading them in the right direction.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people being followers too.
They
you know.
they being
It's a
followers, and
combination.
then they always say this, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna address this too. I want to address this real quick. People always say, "But you was in the streets, trenches. You did this. You did that." I know I did that, and that's why I'm doing this, so they won't be doing that and go down the same path that I did. So if I could tell them what the fuck they gonna get into and ain't nobody loving them, then I'm doing my job. Only an evil motherfucker wouldn't want nobody to tell nobody what he done already been through, so they won't go through it. So yeah, I was in the streets. Yeah, I didn't want to be in the streets. I don't know no motherfucker who should want to be in the streets. You know what I'm talking about? But I had to until it was how I can maneuver out. That's how it is, bro.
Man, with you pushing that message like you done been there, done that. We don't heard so many people take that approach, and a lot of people seems like they gotta test the iron, test the stove out for themselves to see that it's hot. But this is what I want to ask you though. In our last interview, I saw a few comments say that you started taking that approach after you got in trouble, and that's why you decided to cooperate in the case. What do you have to say to that, bro? Like they said that you got, I don't know if you got allegedly caught up.
I ain't get caught with nothing, bro.
Yeah, talk. You know what I'm
I
talking
can't
about?
talk about it because I ain't get caught with nothing. They lying, bro. I ain't get caught with shit, bro. I ain't catching no new case or none of that, bro. They lying. They making up shit, bro. Like, they lying. I can tell you that. They lying, bro. Butter caught a case. The Dave caught a case. Everybody, I ain't catching no case. You ain't seen that in no paperwork. I caught no case. On everything, they lying, man.
No, for sure.
It's a lot of people make up bullshit on the YouTube. I don't be indulging in that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't indulge in none of that shit, bro. All that shit frivolous. I don't know nobody on YouTube. I don't know nobody except the people who help me get money, like you, DJ you, who I met in real life. I don't know nobody on YouTube. I don't know the Bellas. I don't know none of them, bro. I met them on YouTube. On YouTube. That's why I met them. I don't know them in real life. I never met nobody in real life, bro. Like, for real. Never been around them, so can't nobody make up no story. If they making up stories, they making them up. All you got to do is ask them, when have you been around Trenches News? You know, to make a full documentary about them. You know what I'm talking about? You haven't been around them, because I don't hang with nobody. Every time you interview me, who you see?
Oh, it's just you.
No gang members, no cousins, no none of that. Just me, right? That's how the fuck I move on everything. So, you know, that's just frivolous, bro. People just making up shit, bro. People done said that I got five bodies. People done said that, you know what I'm saying, that they done made paperwork up, and then, you know, with a black line that in the paperwork, they done put my name on top in like white letters where you can see it. Come on, man. How far can you reach on everything? Saying that I killed somebody. The line's black though, but my last name written in white in letters that's over the black shit. Like, you gotta be a dummy to believe some shit like that, bro. Like, they just be pushing it, bro. They be making up all type of shit, bro. Like, shit I ain't never heard or nobody ever got on GGAU couch and said, you know, cause real members. This one thing about it. You seen the Reese's, you seen the E-Dolls, you seen them. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't none of them ever got on there in front of no camera, because they could step on you in front of them cameras. Ain't none of them said that Trenches News was a goofy. Nobody, or fuck a goofy. Ain't nobody ever denied my stories. And if they try to deny it, you caught them up in a lie and they end up saying, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Only reason why certain people would be like the FBG boys. Only reason why his little Gizmo duck looking ass always saying something, cause he a nobody. He a nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, he a nobody. Duck was the lead. Duck was the man on everything. Duck gone. He a nobody. So for him he just chasing clout. You know what I'm saying? Like, when everybody was getting killed on these blocks, that man ain't never did shit. That man rapping like he'll jump out the trunk with a pump and a conk and a dump. Ain't gonna do nothing on everything, bro. Ain't gonna do shit. You hear me? But that's to them, you know, it's just, oh, he right there. You know what I'm saying? They mad at me, bro, because I was there and I be telling the truth, bro. That's why everybody mad at me on the internet, bro. I was there and I could tell you real stories about them, but I just don't be trying to bash nobody. Everybody you ask me about, I ain't never said nothing bad about. When you ask me about people, I could go on them. This is my interview. I could say whatever the hell I want to, but I don't be into that because I don't know them really. I don't know nobody who be coming at me, so I don't say that I ain't got nothing to say. How can I make up something about you and I don't know you?
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know you.
For sure.
That's why I don't get into people on YouTube because I don't know them. So for me to respond to be, I got 128K subscribers. If they got 5,000, 4,000, who winning? Who, if I respond, you know what I'm talking about, then they gain. I don't gain nothing. Well, I'm going to take they look, 5,000 subscribers they got? Like, hell no, I don't want that shit. I ain't saying nothing to them. You know, eventually your audience will see that you chasing Trenches News. Eventually, with all your videos. If all your content is about Trenches News, eventually somebody going to see it and they going to stop fucking with you. Yeah. They're going to be like, dude, you just chasing it, bro. You been doing this shit for a year now, bro. Trenches News ain't going to respond to you, bro.